this beautiful evening. The lag on their shoulders, the ability, the assignment to face impossibility in its very, very countenance. It's scared away to invite possibility. This beautiful dusk getting into the evening. These two COSAFA region teams have within themselves some dreams to achieve. I was speaking to the coach on the Tanzanian coach, who mentioned to me that his biggest dream is, Angola's coach, who was telling me that his biggest dream is to see the team qualify to the World Cup. So then, how shall we welcome the heroines of this land who returned from some successful hunting expedition and now gather us here for dinner? With the melody of the CAF anthem hitting the four corners of Levi Mwanawasa Stadium, we say Ndola stand up, Lusaka stand up, Zambia stand up, Luanda stand up, Angola stand up, Africa stand up, as your stars march on to the battlefront to showcase. May the anthems of these two great nations now resound to remind the players that country comes first before self. According to the Angola coach, he did mention that there is some chasm between these two sides in terms of quality. As the officials interact with Minister Tayali and of course the FAS Joint Secretary, so in the company of the FAS Vice President. Entirely now we head to interact with the home side here and remind them that the government expects nothing but another resounding victory on home soil.
One land and one nation is our cry. Dignity and peace meet Zambia's sky. Let an noble eagle in its flight, Zambia, praise to thee, all one, strong and free. Praise be to God, bless and rejoice. Women we stand under the flag of our land, Zambia. Praise to thee, all one, strong and free.
The final note of the Zambian national anthem triggers some sense of patriotism among both the fans and, of course, the Copper Queens this beautiful day. Now listen, Coach Gosmwape has made just 2 changes to the team that did battle last weekend. In comes Rachel Nachula. So she starts ahead of Irene Lungu. At the back, Esther Banda starts ahead of Esther Sianfoko. The rest of the players remain rooted in their positions. Catherine Sonda starts in between the sticks. At the back, Pauline Zulu and, of course, Solution Mwemba and Martha Tembo complement each other. In the midfield, the creative Irene Lungu starts and will combine forces. Everine Kakatongo, and Sembanda will combine forces in the middle of the park. Salves Aranguta is a referee who made quite a mark in 2016 when she became the first female referee from Burundi to officiate at the Africa Women's Cup in Cameroon. Coach Sauso Garcia has made 4 changes, as a matter of fact. Zephyrine Kaupe, Felicia Sangola, Kahumena, and of course Lopez Aminda, all out. Their places taken up by Emma Klein Londo, the 20-year-old, and of course Matondo Matavuva also starts ahead of the players who have been left out. Christina Makua as well starts. Coach Gosmwape believes his side is still in the offing with regards to what it can achieve, and he says this evening he expects nothing but a tremendous performance, and will hope that the Lancers will do the country proud. There's a new inclusion on the bench for Angola. It's Landina Haufiku, who is interestingly the age mate to the coach. Well, that is not Garcia, that's the assistant coach. But, the coach is a very, very interesting individual. Spoke to him earlier on. The 33-year-old who only went as far as under-20 football for Pedro de Luanda. Up and running we get here at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. Almost welcomes to you folks wherever you're watching us from. Angola will invite boldness in its full board form, but reality and its contemporary reason will conspire with impossibility and flash in front of them Wednesday's misfortune. To Zambia, they can smell qualification, they can feel it, they are almost owning it, but reality beckons them that a Koi Madam Upset, modern football long-time lover, can turn up. Brian Mulamba here, keeping the company of Chansa Kunda. Chansa, never mind Levi Mwanawasa Stadium, this is through Central as reason, face off with belief. Say what you like.
Well, indeed, we expect it to be a very, very immaculate encounter. We do know that the Copa Queens have the upper hand, but Angola should not be ruled out. They still do have something to play for, though a 6-0, trying to avenge that might be a tall order. But hey, football has served us in the best of capabilities, and we expect this one to be nothing but a thrilling encounter, Brian.
Thrilling encounter indeed, because of the fact that Coach Bruce Mope, as you have seen from the starting 11, has picked his best players. And he mentioned yesterday in the pre-match presser that he does expect the Lancers to turn up and finish off this encounter. Well, you will agree with me that who consumes the carcass in foreign territory? The Copa Queens have brought the carcass here. It's dinner time for the Copa Queens. It's the first infringement, and it's Lungu has been brought down in the middle of the pack. Chancer.
And that was the scramble for a ball, a little bit of teeth in that, but that's Irene Lungu that was taken down. And we did see Susan Banda trying to make amends, but this is what you expect from the Copa Queens. They do have the lead, and some of their faithfuls have started. You expect it to be a very good encounter, a very good game. They will start strong, being the home side and having, the rally sheep of the soccer fans here tonight.
It's interested you to know that there's a lot of expectations in terms of Barbara Banda and of course Rachakunda Nanji. They've got some interesting narrative which we shall be sharing with you as we progress with the show. But again, beg your pardon. Tell that the visitors have come here to play some cagey game, but they will feast on those counter-attacks. So the midfield and of course the defense department have to be very, very careful. Mwemba looking for Kunda Nanji. It's Angola who win in the middle of the pack. Everin Katongo finding Pauline Zulu. Zulu on the ball. Whips one forward looking for Kundananji. The fans love. Let us smell the opener. Oh! Inches away from the goal mouth. Under 3 minutes, Kundananji is already making an impact.
The first of a clear-cut opportunity for the Copa Queens. Rachel Kundananji on the ball, but instability, and there was a bit of some chance to save there from Clancy Lando, the number 4 defender for Angola, coming to the aid of our team. But you expect such threats, such detailed and in-depth runs from Kundananji. She knows what is at stake. She did find her name on the score sheet in Angola, and perhaps she is among the formidable strikers for the Bruce Moape-led side that are looking to add their name to today's scoreboard. But a good start from the Copa Queens, a threat at least, but let's see what else will be served.
What a moment. Listen to Hero Stadium. Listen to Hero Stadium. Hero Stadium bedlam here. Beg your pardon, living Monawasa Stadium. Gosh. How they'll be for that big sub. Zambia playing from right to left on your screens. Always looking for Kundananji, who's venturing into the penalty area. Miscommunication. Kundananji! That was easy. Too easy for the class of Kundananji. 4 minutes. Zambia already in the lead here. Cacophonic joy at Living Monawasa Stadium. Zambia feasting on the carcass right in front of our countenance. Angola went to bed. Kundananji was awake. Chancer.
Miscommunication and a defensive error there. You could see that for Emma Clancy Lando, the divert view was for her to give it straight to our goalkeeper, but look at that, Kundananji was well aware, straight in the box, and she did not make a mistake, as it does count with the header. Zambia lead at the Levi Monawasa Stadium.
Kundananji scores her 25th international goal in 36 international matches. Those are crazy numbers. In the 4th minute, she's found the back of the net, and Zambia still searching for more. The goal scorer on the ball, Kundananji. Angola in trouble. They defend very well this time around. Not the kind of start that the coach did expect. Coach Garcia. But a poor pass from Katongo. But they recycle the possession now. This is Nachula. This is Zulu. Mwemba is calling for the ball. She has the ball. Banda. Mwemba. That is Zulu. Angola still defending, trying to at least minimize the damage. Nachula on the ball. The cross was rather weak. It's have to say the goalkeeper in Maria Mokalia is extremely nervous. Appears to be very jittery, and so is the defense department of Angola. Banda on the ball. She will be very, very instrumental in ensuring that Zambia remains liquid with regards to their flow in the middle of the park. Kundananji is on her way. Wins a corner for the home side. Angola still struggling to deal with this this excellent team of the Copper Queens. The first corner of the game this afternoon in Luanda. Zambia got 13 corners, while the Angolan women's national soccer team got none. No corner for them as far as that first leg was concerned. Banda to whip in this corner for the home side here, who lead by a goal to nil. Banda managed to defend, but the Copper Queens are still in possession. They give her possession and they regain possession now. Banda on the ball. Her first touch not the best. Keeps the ball in play and now tries to win back possession. Now she wins a throw in. Good pressure from the home side, Chansa.
A very good start, you might say, from the Copper Queens. They do know the importance of this particular game. They are 1 foot or a step away from qualifying to the 2024 WAFCON.
Long-range efforts. Nothing to worry Marcadia. Coach Bruce Mwape will be very, very delighted with what he's achieved so far as the coach of the Copper Queens. He's chasing for his 3rd WAFCON qualification. First infringement against Zambia, as Lungu was found wanting on that occasion.
And earlier a tussle there, that was Irene Lungu, and she did put down Matondo Matuvova, their number 5 for Angola there.
There's work to be done for Angola. The fans are loving what they're seeing so far. They love it when the national team is in winning mode. The Copper Queens just in their 5th WAFCON qualification. If they qualify, they put themselves in a space to qualify for the World Cup for the 2nd time if they finish among the top 4 teams at the Women's Nations Cup. Given the fact that the Lasses here, the bulk of these Lasses did test the goodness that comes with qualifying for the World Cup. Kundananji, Nachula squanders the opportunity. They have switched places. with the other. Rachel Kundananji is now operating on the right, whipping it across, Chansa.
Intent with the cross from Rachel Kundananji. There was Barbara Banda in the mix, as well as Nachula, who had to go for the kill, but mistakes in precision has cost the team. Remember, they are leading now 7-0 in aggregate. Perhaps they are trying to lengthen or fatten their lead or their score, but that was a good try, a good test on goal, the second so far for the Copa Queens.
In terms of the achievements between these two sides, there is a chasm, so to speak, between the pedigree, the testimonials of these two sides. I mean, Angola has never qualified to the WAFCON. Never won the COSAFA, but they were runners-up in 2008. This looks promising for Zambia. There's a player down for Angola. Zambia won't pay attention. Still Zambia in possession here, but ball is going to go out as the 21-year-old defender in Sumaos seems to be having to deal with some excruciating pain. (6-0). Angola suffered last week, and Rwanda gets into the record books as the heaviest loss the team has suffered in the history of that country's women's football. They hope that it won't be worse this evening here at Levi Bwanawaso Stadium. Drop ball. Zambia will hold on to possession here. It's the first time Angola trying to showcase, but they're brought down in the middle of the park, and they will check this set piece, Chansa.
And there was a roll. It is clear that there was a touch or an infringement there from Irene Lungu, but the referee will signal it for ball to continue, play to continue for Angola. Perhaps they can salvage something. You know, all is not lost. They've got something to play for, but their body language is not signaling a team that's willing to fight, a team that's willing to give pressure to the Copa Queens, hoping they will realize that this does count for something where experience is concerned.
This is Nachula. Banda is wrestling into the middle. Banda finds the ball. Banda scores! Banda does what Banda does! Hear this place! Excellent play from Nachula, who made the right pass at the right time to find the right person in the penalty area. When BB11 is in the penalty area and is in that situation, she will score.
It was the cross with the intent to get Nachula there. You could see she was willing to give all for the team, Barbara Banda, and did not make a mistake. She curled that one straight in, and it is 2-0 and 8-0 on aggregate for the Copa Queens. What a way to start this particular game. Just 14 minutes into the first half, and the Copa Queens are in lead. They are in charge, they are in command, and courtesy of an assist from Nachula, Barbara Banda has scored a 48th goal for the Copa Queens, just too shy of making it 50.
She scores her 48th goal in 49 matches. One goal shy of scoring 50 goals, 50 international goals. Well, in fact, that was her 48th goal, beg your pardon. Too shy of making it 50. Within 15 minutes, Angola are condemned again in the second leg here. Never won the COSAFA, never qualified to the World Cup. Their first appearance, as a matter of fact, of the WAFCON was in 1995. So they went as far as the semis. They went as far as the group stage in 2002 as well, Angola. They throw into Zambia. But has won the COSAFA once, 3 times as runners-up. It is the first 5 years as coach of the women's national soccer team. Managed to qualify to the WAFCON in Ghana, so took the team to the Tokyo Olympics. WAFCON in Morocco, and made history when he was the first coach to ever qualify the team to the World Cup.
Everin Katongo brought down in the process there by Margaret Salvador, who is the captain.
That board gone out. There's a quick start while we're trying to interest you to the replay. Kundaranji and company had another idea. They were venturing forward, looking for the third this evening here at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. Do you think Angola have any ounce of character within them, you think?
The best they can do is enjoy the game and try to curtail the Copper Queens from scoring further. Their coach has alluded to the fact that Zambia is 10 years ahead of them in terms of women football development, and that would tell you something, because currently they don't have an active women's football league, so it is quite hectic just assembling these players, keeping them on track, keeping tabs on them. So you wouldn't expect something, you know, to come out lucrative from this side, but they are trying. The fact that they made it to the final round of the qualifiers, it does go to show something.
Kundaranji on the ball. Zambia still venturing forward. Katongo is brought down. Zambia win a free kick in some very, very good space. Under 20 minutes, Zambia leads by 2 goals to 0, and now they have a glorious opportunity to make it 3.
Pauline Sambo and Lando landing straight into Everin Katongo, trying to scramble to regain that ball back bat. The immaculate midfielder has been in such similar situations, a bit of a pause as she is getting aid from there, but Angola seemingly are running out of options, and this does call for desperation on their end. They know that they can't allow a lot of goals, but it seems Zambia are not here to play. They want to bury this fixture as soon as they can, and they've managed to do that with 2 goals scored in the first half. But this has been a good display from the Bruce Moapelet side. He started with some of his faithful players, Nachula, we have Barbara Banda, Rachel Kundananji, and seemingly it has paid dividends for the technical bench, but we are yet to see what else we will be shown.
The fans here are loving it. They're jubilant because of one reason, and here's the reason. Zambia expressing intent. It was this mistake by the home visitors, and Kundananji benefiting from that lapse in the defense department. It's a free kick now. In over 180 minutes against Zambia this year, Angola has scored just once and allowed 9 goals at the hands of the Copper Queens. Very inviting set piece, and Makalia knows very too well. Anything can happen. Kundananji, she spills. Makalia. Oh, that was quite a moment, snappy moment for Mukalia, who apparently was injured in that space, and the visitors are trying to protest for a card, trying to advise the referee to raise a yellow for Barbara.
set piece taken by Kundananji straight to Mukalia. Barbara Banda was there trying to stay on it and perhaps score her second of the night and third for the Copper Queens. But in the process, the goalkeeper did step up, saving that particular one, and was injured, or sort of did receive an intent to injury in that case. But you could see a rub on there from the physicians and a bit of a rest here. And now the coach rather in Sosa Garcia is trying to give instructions. Brian, you did allude to the fact that he is a very good man with intent, and he has alluded to the fact that the team cannot be, put in the same bracket as the Copper Queens, owing to the fact that they are the better side here.
Mwape and skip of the side, and Banda having an interaction on the tactics that they have agreed. Bruce Mwape was appointed in May 2018, taking over from Albert Kachinga as a coach of the women's team. Sylvester Iratunga, the 35-year-old Burundi referee. She once upon a time played soccer, not professional though, and when she was at school, Zambia pressing and forcing mistakes to be made by the visitors here. Let's talk about the referee in Iratunga of Burundi, who is in charge of proceedings here to ensure that the rules of the beautiful game are adhered to. All there is pressure in this defense department and goalkeeping department of Angola. What should Angola do, Chancellor, you wonder?
Fight on, stay focused, put their foot down. The best they can do in this scenario is try to stop the Copper Queens from scoring more goals and inflicting more damages to their pedigree. Remember, before they played the Copper Queens, they are one of the teams that had, a minimal defeat score sheet, but now they did allow 6 goals in the first leg. They have already allowed 2 so far, so they have to be steady, put in a bit of some intent and precision, and try to curtail some of these strikers from making a menace in their own half, and perhaps try to push on goal. They do have strikers that are capable of going forward, in the likes of Christine Makua, but she hasn't seen the ball, and in that space you cannot get the best of their striking force or their front three.
Zambia has scored 2 goals under 20 minutes. In Luanda, Zambia scored the first goal in the 41st minute, the second in the 45th minute, and went on to score again in the 47th minutes. Now Zambia ventured forward. This could be another goal coming. But that very, very disappointing cross by Martha Banda. Martha Tembo, beg your pardon, will...
A beautiful pass from Ivarin Katongo, straight to Martha Tembo, and a long-range shot, but it couldn't account for anything. It's Barbara Banda to Katongo, and Martha Tembo was the end receiver, and that won't count for something, but at least the defender was trying.
Kundananji is venturing forwards. Banda is in the middle. Banda! Angola survive. Banda on the ball, Susan Banda. This is Nachula. Kundananji Rachel. Ball stolen from her, but Zambia regain possession now. Long range efforts from Katongo. Angola did not have any corner, like I mentioned earlier on in Luanda. If they do today, it will be the first corner they're going to have in this two-legged affair here. Mwemba. Tembo. Back to Mwemba. Searching ball for Kundananji. Banda. Catherine Musonda needs some coffee because she may go to bed. She has not been tested so far. She hasn't done anything. She needs some coffee to keep her awake, because Nachula is venturing forward. She's trying to find Lungu with the outside of her boot cross. But the execution not complementing the conception. Banda. Esther. Free kick to the visitors here in their own half. It's Katia Makaya Alves, the 18-year-old defender who is dealing with pain. But Catherine, good thing she has no phone. She can even go on Facebook. Drop some live footage just to keep herself busy. She really has not done anything so far, and not because she's not good enough, because there's no task or threat that has been offered by Angola so far.
She is having a field day indeed. Very relaxed, as opposed to our opponent on the other side, Mukalia, who is the busiest of both. But you have to give credit to a well-assembled side in the Copa Queens. They have managed at least to keep their goalkeeper on look. And maybe perhaps Angola have something up their sleeves that we should anticipate. But as things stand, the Zambian defense are relaxed. Catherine Musonda is having a good day. But the midfield striking force headed up is what has been busy, and it has given the Copa Queens the much-needed good start as they are playing for the first time at the Levi Manasseh Stadium.
Well, look, to be honest, a team that beat Germany at their own backyard, a team that beat Costa Rica at the World Cup, surely should have more class than Angola.
And earlier, that was Nachula with that infringement, but nothing given.
Fairbairn has played still the home side, dominating play and dominating the score sheet. They lead by 2-0. Their recent 3 games, Angola have lost all of them. They've scored once. Matter of fact, before last week's loss, Angola's last victory was a 5-0 win at the expense of Comoros on the 5th of October 2023 at the Kosafa. But there is despondency now fighting its way in this Angola women's national soccer team. given the fact that under 30 minutes they are already down by 2 goals to nil. Tembo whips one into the penalty area. Banda unable to guide the ball into the back of the net.
Taken by Martha Tembo, but the positioning and heading for Barbara Banda was not precise. Hence the twisting there, noted sort of a deflection from where Makuela was standing, and hence it just going to fire off the post, and the Copa Queens would have to start from behind and them trying to chase for a third. But it has been a good game for the team so far. A bit relaxed now in their pursuit. They are, Brian.
Oh, Banda is racing forward. She has control over the ball, but Nachula unable to make the right movement. Banda on the ball once again, looking for Kundanaji. The first to make the right contact with the ball on that occasion.
Cross from Banda to the 18-yard, and Kundananji was among the recipients, but perhaps they are done dangling options with their legs. They're now going for headers. The beauty and the spirit that is in this team is quite admirable. Versatile strikers they are, and indeed they do understand the nature of the assignment. Perhaps they want to qualify and head into Morocco, being the teams that would have hit the most goals in their final round of qualifier fixtures. Guess the game is not far from over, but these are some of the players that the continent should look out for, with most of them having missed the previous edition in which the Copa Queens finished 3rd overall in Africa.
Next year's tournament will be the 16th edition of the WAFCON. Remember that the continent, under the leadership of CAF, uses the tournament to determine who qualifies to the World Cup from the continent. This is Banda. Heroes is caught, Levy is calling for another goal. It's communication between Tembo and her teammates. Banda has got the pace. He does not have the touch to keep that ball in play. Barbara Banda has always been on the score sheet for the Copa Queens. The hat-trick she scored last Wednesday takes a national goal tally. Before this took her national goal tally, an international goal tally. Before this goal she scored here to 47 in 48 games. In 2020, Barbara Banda became the first woman footballer to score back-to-back hat-tricks and the first to score 2 hat-tricks in one tournament. Those credentials by Banda, she did register them at the Olympics. Have you come with the Portuguese dictionary? Maybe you can help us translate what the coach is trying to communicate to our lasses here?
Portuguese is one language I might not be familiar with right now, but I think she was trying to tell the goalkeeper perhaps to change her positioning in terms of how she's making the saves, or try to be wary of the strikers. Perhaps the technical bench does know which angle either Nachula or Barbara Banda are set to shoot from. Hence, we have seen instructions being given.
She's had a very good game. Salvez Ratunga, the referee in charge of proceedings here. When she was at school, she saw an advert by the Federation of Burundi calling for applications for referees. She did apply for training, and now she is one of the best on the continent. 36 minutes gone. Still Angola looking for first shot on goal. That is even before we talk about the first goal. There's so much they're looking forward to. Looking for first shot on target, first corner. But Nachula is still trying to provide an opportunity for Zambia to check the back of the net for the third time this evening here. Mukelia trying to organize her defense, which has been caught wanting. This is Banda to check this corner. Trying to find space in that congested 6-yard area. By her precise standard, that was a very poorly taken corner, Banda. Levy making deafening noise, trying to aid the team to score the third. They are thirsty for goals. It's hard to tell how many goals will quench this thirst this evening in terms of the expectations from the home fans. And shots, Levy is lit, not only with goals, with fans as well who are cheering on the Copper Queens. And we know that the Copper Queens are quite a scarce brand, so to speak, in terms of playing at home. Banda's with the ball now. She's brought down into a very good space. Coach Mape hoped that's not a serious injury, because he spoke about the injury concerns yesterday.
And that was Barbara Banda, brought down heavily on the near, but you would expect Lando to land herself in more trouble. If that is the foot, she would continue on. This is not the first time, but the Copper Queens have won themselves an advantage. Another free kick to be taken in a very good spot. Very, very good spot. Should the taker be quite clinical, then it might be headed for 3. But alas, a war being built to try and stop these strikers who are teaching themselves up to step up for this particular free kick.
Mukelia has to deal with this effort by Kundananji. Not the best from the celebrated Zambian forwards.
And Kundananji stepping up to take that particular set piece to no avail. Mukelia didn't even have to wave her body as it was misdirected, and the Bulls survive another scare and have rolled the ball for play.
Sonda is now capturing the attention of our cameras, because there's no action that has been taken to her space. And so the change that Zambia made when it comes to the allowing of Nachula to play is Priska Chilufya, who's been rested. In the starting 11 did start last week, not this time around. Oh, it fell kindly for Banda, but good response from the defense department of the visitors. So the two changes that did characterize the Copper Queens this evening, Intel Chilufya and Sian Foucault, to allow for Esther Banda and Rachel Nachula to come in. Well taken corner, well taken header, but there is an infringement. There's a player down. It looked like a head injury. The head injuries are always attracted some serious and huge attention from the medical people.
A corner kick taken by Recho Kundunanji, and in the receiving zone, Francisco Vanuza rather is the player that went down in the process, but perhaps not too clinical in terms of taking corner kicks. They've had far too many, the Copa Queens.
Oh, Zambia pressing. Kundunanji has won the ball. He's going to go out for a corner kick. So Luanda hopes. Wandola expects a contrasting situation that does license this game to thrill. Banda will be told to wait a while, but now allowed to take it. So looking for Lungu. Banda on the ball. She'll try and recycle the cross, but instead opts to find Nachula, who finds Kundunanji. Beautiful scale, beautiful cross. Tembo unable to make the most out of that opportunity. Francisco to take this throw in for the visitors here. Have been on the receiving end. They're venturing forward now. They don't have the numbers, but they will try their luck. Catherine Sonda will handle the ball for the first time. Very unwelcoming hosts, the Copa Queens on the pitch. They've been hostile with regards to the quality of football they've showcased so far in the game. Banda is in ascendance. Banda beats the keeper. Banda on the ball again, will try her efforts. And Mukalia will make amends and gather.
Barbara Banda had a perfect opportunity to have scored a second. Precision and positioning has cost her a chance, and there she did have another to stretch on goal, but Mukalia was well wary of the threat that was laying ahead in that particular cross and did dive to save her team. Perhaps she should be given credit for stepping up in occasions where the defense was a letdown.
What will interest you about the game last week was the fact that Zambia had 9 shots on target, with 6 of those ending into the back of the net. Angola don't know what to do, to attack or to defend. They're caught up in the web of indecision, and now they try to impress, but there's a foul. She'll play a minimum of 5 minutes here in the first half here. The player down for Angola. Looks like it's an infringement that happened somewhere in the rib cage. It's Simao who's down. Zambia scored 8 goals and allowed 2 in their recent 3 games. Ushomo member was part of the narrative when Zambia won in the first leg last week. And that goal she scored last week was her 3rd goal for the year. Mwemba. She'll be delighted if she finds the back of the net this evening. Kundananji, the orchestrator of success, some of these Copper Queens brands. This is Sumao. She's got the legs. But she's meant her match. Sumao will leave the ball and instead find some space for Angola to try and unleash something that will trouble Catherine Musonda. Francisco with this throw in. Looks like there's last warning by Era Tunga, reminding the coach that only one person is allowed to be upstanding. She's a tough lady, isn't she? What is interesting about the coach, Garcia, is that he is age mates with a player who's on the bench, Hao Fiku. He is 33 years old, a youth, and is age mates with Hao Fiku, who's on the bench. Interesting narrative when it comes to the Angola women's national soccer team. Garcia is indeed one coach that has got aspirations to see the team qualified to the World Cup for the very first time. Holds a master's degree in sports coaching, obtained in UK. The 33-year-old coach has got 2 children, a boy and a girl. Banda is brought down. That was the only way of dealing with Banda on that occasion. Alves had no option but to bring down the skip of the side. Okalia has had problems dealing with this Copper Queens, this evening. They've been a menace. The girls love to check the back of the net, and if you're in between the sticks, you have to deal with the pressure that comes with that aspiration. Banda is on the ball. Kundananji and Nachula are venturing forward. Oh! Nachula knows very too well that there was a yearning goal mouth, but unfortunately fails to check the back of the net.
A good cross from Barbara Banda, but Nachula, Lucia Mwemba are there. That scramble perhaps is what led to a defiance and interest, but Nachula was better placed to take that one, but there wasn't any calmness in our approach, hence the ball delving off what would have been a good target for the Copper Queens.
Eratunga brings the first half to an end here, but Banda and company, always elegant, always eloquent on the continent. They go on the break with something to cheer them, and perhaps a platform that allows them to express themselves and bang in more goals in the second half. For Angola, it's almost the same script, different day, different venue. At halftime here at the Levi Mononso Stadium, Zambia 2, Angola 0. Over to you, Lusaka.
seen the Copper Queens take the lead 2-0 as at halftime. We saw 2 goals. The first goal coming from Kunda Nanji in the 4th minute. And of course, it was Captain Barbara Banda who came through with the second goal in the 14th minute. I'm back with my ladies on set. What a goal, especially starting with the first one. I think it was a beautiful one.
Yeah, looking at where it came from, you could see that the build-up was came from behind. I think that was Lucio Momemba who passed a long ball. So if only they had continued with that, because both goals, I think, they came from the back to through to the wing. Then they managed to finish. So looking at the way the first half has been, I think we need to find a strategy of breaking that low defensive block which Angola has employed for us to be able to get more goals.
Kape, what do you make of the first 45 minutes?
The first 45, we talked of during build-up, we talked of converting, every chance we get, but we've wasted so many goals and so many chances at goal, and especially the fact that they're all behind the ball. Every Angolan player they've done a really defensive tactical system. Like, they don't want Zambia to break. So like Coach Beauty says, we need to find a way of breaking that. But we've had chances at scoring, except we're in a hurry or something like that. But we would have done more in terms of converting the chances that we have had.
What do you think Nachula is being so wasteful? Because we've seen, I think, some clear chances that she has missed.
For Nachula, her playing on the left side, I think she needs to wait for the ball, and then she controls with the left foot and brings it to the stronger leg, which is the right foot, because I think that has been a disadvantage when she tries to, though she managed the one that Barbara Banda scored, she still brought it in with the left foot. So if she can do more of that, or maybe try to control and bring to the strongest leg, that's a wing which looks like we can get more goals from that wing. So the same goes with Martha. Martha also, she had similar chances which she wasted because she tried to use the weaker leg. So that fact, I think, has disadvantaged us on the left wing because we don't have a left footer.
Also,
so
I think in terms of Rachel being wasteful, she hasn't featured for the national team in a long time. So she probably wants to get a goal as soon as possible, so that she at least feels good about
She's in a hurry of that goal.
Exactly. She wants to justify her inclusion in the squad. So if she takes her time, like Beauty says, she's capable of getting goals. I mean, there was a point she scored 8 goals in one match. So if she just relaxes and takes her time converting those chances, it's possible she may get a goal. But I see a substitution soon happening in this game.
A little bit of a concern, Coach Beauty. Obviously, in Angola, it was 3 minutes halftime, and then we've only seen 2 goals. They're doing something that they didn't do back home. There's a little bit of some changes here and there.
their tactical approach is very clear. They are not here to get goals, but to control the damage. It's damage control, and you can see that low defensive block. So what Zambia needs to do, there are ways of breaking the low block. Though they've tried, we've had Chisamba with Ivarin Katongo trying to penetrate through that block. But then the disadvantage is when she wins those free kicks, we've been wasteful in terms of free kicks, because that's one way in which we can break the low block and try to get goals. Then we've also tried to go through the wings, where you drift the central defender to go on the wing, and we've seen the crosses. If all the crosses can be accurate, and then at some point at the end, we saw Barbara Banda trying to be selfish. She just needs to bring the ball inside so that the friends can finish. Yeah. Then we'll get goals.
Well, I'm scared we need to pay our bills, and thank you so much for making an appearance. And of course, we've seen 2 goals come out of the first half of the Africa Cup of Women's qualifier match between Zambia and Angola. Now we go for some commercials. From there, straight on, we go to the second half.
Somebody
was all in my head. Fruticana zona.
Fruticana. Feel the rhythm, taste the fun.
Our planet is a marvel. It can maintain its ideal temperature, making it the perfect habitat for an incredible diversity of life. But your building cannot. And that's why you need Climate Control Zambia Limited, a brand you can trust for high-quality heating, ventilation, and air conditioning solutions for your commercial and domestic needs. We do it all, from new installations to maintenance to repairs. And we'll be with you every step of the way to accommodate your changing needs. Our planet may be the ultimate climate control expert, but we are the climate control experts for your home and business. For more information, find us on Facebook, search for Climate Control Zambia, or visit us in person at Plot 13 Malila Close off Luvambe Road in North Mid Lusaka and Plot 42 7th Street Nkana West Kitwe.
The nimbus clouds are forming, precipitating rainfall. Finally, the rain season is here. Exciting planting time for the farmer. Remember, good land preparation and the seed variety you put in your soil will determine your yield. The Zambia National Farmers Union has organized a national planting launch on the 6th of December 2023 at Mrs. Cecilia Njovu, Nyenda's farm of Sichibenda Village, Chief Ndake, Nyemba District, Eastern Province. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, will grace this event. Come and be part of this planting launch for the 2023-2024 farming season. The launch is proudly sponsored by Koteva Agri-Science, the company behind Pana and Pioneer Seed Brands.
Fruity, fruity, fruity. Fruity, fruity, fruity.
12 fruits and 11 vitamins to keep you healthy and fine. So let us all have a fruitful day. Your lunchtime companion also comes in mango and guava.
Muzaononga motoka bwana. Onani makanyanganyira.
Funo vera ngati fiwewe limo. The circumference of this car is not fit kuenda parodi. Ikangonwa. Drinking and driving,
Manse bwana niko.
Why are you drinking and driving? Simple question.
Nata nikumaya clean.
Ndana kamba kuti ni adoti.
Zina ya manzi ni ya clean pure amino water.
Ono ngapeze wafakamu ka sensing. And this car is overloaded.
No bwana.
The weight of this car is tantamount likely to cause anarchy, parodia.
Clean water, enjoy it.
Enta mambara. Ya clean. Soke. Ora ende. Asia ya clean.
Ya clean, pure mineral water, UV treated, unfiltered. Need clean water. Enjoy it. A high quality product of KDX Manufacturing Limited. We pay attention to every detail.
Introducing Katoma motorcycles, where innovation meets efficiency. Our fuel-efficient motorcycles redefine mobility while ensuring affordability and durability. And guess what? Civil servants can now buy the Gatoma motorcycles on credit. Yes, all civil servants can buy any Gatoma motorcycle on credit. For details, call us on 0973 436 100 or 0777 331 670. Gatoma takes you places.
There's only love.
To know where we're going, we must remember where we're coming from. Boom. Never forget home.
Hey Siri, I need a business idea.
Well, you can simply visit Golden Key Investments, your leading supplier of industrial equipment for that business idea on your mind. They have all sorts of industrial machinery needed for bakery, butchery, laundry, poultry, catering, or refrigeration. The list is endless.
Search no more. Visit us today at World Class Showroom, Diamonds of Lusaka Building, along Kafue Road, shop number 59, Freedom Way, Lusaka, Zambia. Call +260 976 111 113.
Golden Key Investments. The missing key to your investments.
Bashumbi, akatemba chupo.
Amenshi. Sweetie, with lots of love from the wind.
Peanut butter, yeah?
Peanut butter, eh?
This is very nice. Mazimi wa chitopera ko. Aba panga ine peanut butter ni banani?
You are done peanut butter.
Awe ya mfika bwimwe.
Ni avu na peanut butter ala done. Clean bo?
Ko yiti.
Smoothie bo?
Taine kokola mukano.
Bashumbi, bamifunya.
Kumfunya ko? And from today, wamba kona.
Take mpondo echo.
This is the Don peanut butter, and this is the iya cream, healthy and very smooth.
Nishawele ba doni. Tete basambirisho kutwa.
Even when we are happy as a family, there is just that important family member missing. Hence, we had to do just the right thing. When we are sharing a meal, there is just that important part of the meal missing. Just Mega Pack, a gift for everyone. We are better together. Kokondwela Pamosi.
Second half just about to present itself. Kundananji and skip of the side. Barbara Banda continue to conspire for some more damage at the expense of Angola. It is clear there is a very huge difference between these two sides in terms of quality. As a matter of fact, it's day and night as the difference that lies between these two sides. Coach Bruce Mwape mentioned in the pre-match conference that he will make some changes. Frida Kabwe comes in for Irene Lungu. There's also an interesting change which will cheer many people in the country. Average Tudu comes in for Natura Rachel. Those two changes tell you that the coach is still expecting nothing but more damage at the expense of the visitors here. The ref just trying to consult. It's Irene Lungu making way. In for Frida Kabwe. Zambia to get us underway here in the second half. They're playing from left to right on your screen. The visitors are playing from right to left on your screen, and it's still Kundananji dominating the possession up front and trying to be creative for the Copper Queens. In fact, he's been very, very creative, to be honest. This is Banda. Should try from red. Oh! Glorious goal! This team is never tired of showcasing its class. That is next to genius. A belter and a half by Banda. Oh, you will love that. Zambian or not, you will love that. Top thrower stuff, Chancer.
In a class of seasoned strikers, it is Susan Banda that has stepped up to take something spectacular and out of this world. The precision, the stamina, and indeed the focus is out of this world. Beautiful, immaculate, breathtaking, and the sheer shot taken of glory, and the Copper Queens have made it 3, and it's 9-0 on aggregate. What a way to get the second half underway, and Susan Banda will be an unlike hero tonight. What the fans have come for, they have gotten, and what a spectacular goal that was.
That is a ridiculous effort, ridiculous goal from Banda. What a strike. What a way to welcome the second half. 2 minutes, under 2 minutes, Zambia scored. Zambia scored a cracker. That is surely made from anywhere else but earth. That is from heaven. Kundananji. Cross to look for Banda. Chitundu on the ball. Skip of the side, Banda. Chitundu. Chitundu unleashes. Chitundu misses. What a moment for the skip of the side. The technique and the skill in finding Chitundu speaks volumes about her quality, doesn't it, Chanda? Chance, I beg your pardon.
Indeed, too much and too good. About Chitundu looking to make an impression, of course. This is a free score inside. But that was Barbara Banda with a near pass to Chitundu. Would have gone in except for dynamics, or aerial dynamics as we would call them in football. But she has started very good, and remember, Chitundu is a resident of Angola, so the crowd does know it's on. Hence the cheering and jeering there. But what a good start and a good display. It's always important if you're coming in as a second half substitute to really have your mark on the game. And so far, a good showing from Abel Chitundu.
There is Kundananji. Looking for Banda. Wins possession, Kundananji. Angola clear their lines. Zambia to return possession here. Chitundu. Free kick to Zambia. Angola will hope it won't be Banda to execute. Susan Banda.
Frida Kawe trying to put a stamp on the game, but the captain of the side, Marguerite Salvador, getting one for the team, and it will be a free kick, the first of this second half, or the second rather, to be taken by the Copa Queens. And they know how important it is if they can guard that one off. Already they are limping, licking wounds, and the damages are always escalating here. It is 3 already, and we do have a yellow card that has been given to Christina Makua, and that was for some defiance, so to say, but here they do stand, Angola. It is quite a shame that they have to be on the receiving end as it stands.
Banda to execute. Banda executes, but the moment was not the best from the skip of the side. They will start from the back. Look at how Zambia is pressing, forcing errors to be made by the home side, the visitors, so to speak, and you can understand what they have to deal with, the visitors, to be honest. Zambia are winning the second balls. Now more than ever before, Zambia are closer to scoring 6 goals again.
Indeed, that could be a feat attainable, but it is how the Angolan defense are really leaving their goalkeeper with no option but to remain in a state of perplexity. Look at how Susan Banda scored that goal, and our players are still trying to search
Banda
and goal.
finds Kundananji. Kundananji unable to keep that ball in play, but the chemistry between the two is extremely impressive. There was talk in the past about how these two players, according to some sections, were unable to tick, unable to combine very well, but the narrative has changed now, hasn't it?
In football, you have to build a philosophy as a coach that works for you. Of course, when you have a lot of stars in your galaxy, it's not always something you do with ease. Coming up with a formidable starting 11, perhaps how to divide the attention and get your strikers to be at their best. It hasn't been easy for Bruce, but perhaps with a good midfield, with good players from the left and the right wings, that's how come we are able to see Kundananji play again. Barbara Banda step up, and the likes of Barbara Banda fit in, as well as some of the midfielders and Abel Chitundu, as well as Irene Lungu also do praise on their game.
Chitundu was looking for Banda. Chitundu's on the ball now. She's venturing forward. Still Chitundu. Now Banda. Chitundu's on the ball. Across. Oh, but the goalkeeper on that occasion, Oguelia, does what she must be doing in between the sticks. Good chemistry between Chitundu and Banda so far, ever since she came in, but Coach Garcia will make a change now. So Teresa Francisco Gaspar is about to come in. There goes Banda. Cross. No one to receive it. Kundananji will recycle. Trying to find the way into the penalty area. This is Tembo. Kundananji has suffered some net mark here. Trying to come out of their shell. The visitors, but the pressure's too much. Zambia will return possession. Banda, Netmark, goes forward. Flag has gone up. Referee says play on. This could be, oh my word. Looks like Zambia is tired of scoring, but nonetheless, that was an offside ruling. It wasn't going to count. Margaret Salvador will make way for Francisco Gaspar. In fact, that's Margareta Salvador to come in to make way, beg your pardon, for Francisco Gaspar. Skip of the side will make way. What do you make of this change, Chansa?
Well, she is limping from all tales on the screen there, but she has to make way. Not very easy to have led your side to this massacre, and you wouldn't have to have, you know, the leverage of seeing them suffer more damages and more pain, so she will rest and follow proceedings from the bench. But you have to give some steed to Angola. It's not so easy to lamentably fail in this manner, but alas, a beautiful game of football. When two sides meet, there is always one that has the upper side, and this time it's the Copa Queens. Perhaps they have a lot of lessons to draw from this experience, and like always, they should come back better in other qualifying journeys to come. This is not the end. They still do have a lot to play for. Remember, they did meet at the COSAFA Championships, of which Zambia did come good against Angola, so they do know this team very well.
Remember that Zambia have got the Olympic qualifiers also in mind. They will be up against Ghana. But if it ends like this, it's qualification to the Women's Nations Cup secured. Susan Banda with that crack of a goal to make it 3 for the Copa Queens this evening. Oh, Catherine, at least will be very happy because she has taken part in this game, to be honest.
She has been tested on goal for the first time. At least there was a bit of some target there, and
yes,
a milestone, though not in an unlike, you know, situation for Angola, but at least they're trying to put their front foot forward. Not the best of circumstances, perhaps. They could have started better, but that was Everin Katongo who couldn't shy off that. And the number 4, Lando, proving to take matters into our own hand, but Catalina was well within her means to save that particular one.
She's venturing forward. Banda. Make no mistake, the 2 Bandas in this squad. In fact, 3, right? Esther Banda, Susan Banda, and Barbara Banda. No relation, but they are obviously Zambians nonetheless. There's confidence from Lushomo, who scored the opener in the first leg and now finds her fellow fullback in Tembo to the Nanji. Or beats a marker. Cross to be appropriate. So she was not quick on the ball and she will give away a goal kick. She does disagree with the referee though with regards to that decision.
The earlier attempt, a good curling aider from Barbara Banda to Kunda Nanji, who spelled a chance of the field of play, and that was courtesy of Lando's marking there. Kunda Nanji should have dealt that or curled it in properly, but Lando was too good to let that one head to the Copa Queens' advantage. But as things stand, they have come back much brighter, much better, and looking to finish off this game as they have been preaching prior to the first leg, dominated from the first leg, and now the second leg, and they are not leaving their opponents to chance.
Oh, but now the opponents have an opportunity, but good defensive play from Tembo to Tundu. finds Banda, whose first touch was poor. Banda. Looks like Coach Mwape sees no danger in making a change in the defense department, the goalkeeping department.
And we will see a change to be made. That is Catherine Musonda. Perhaps she deserves a wind of glory, and to make entrance will be Ngambo Musole, who will be playing in this particular game. So Catherine Musonda, very clinical. She has kept a clean sheet from the first leg to the second, and now Musole is set to finish off from where Musonda has left. And unlike substitution, you wouldn't expect, but hey, it has happened. Perhaps Bruce is trying to give game time to those who haven't seen much of the turf in action.
Cross comes in. Samao has been the player that has shown some character, but she has also shown that she needs some compliments in terms of the contribution from the other players. Kabwe wins position. Nachula will transfer the weight of attack, looking for Tembo, but Banda is going to come and clean up and win possession and find Kundananji. Tembo with not the best of crosses that we have come to know her for. She now tracks to get back into possession, but now she's fighting for possession. Angola do a good job and win possession in the midfield to venture forwards. Lando lacked the character and the grit to try and make it happen. Two players down. Free kick to Zambia. Alves found wanting. This is pressure for the visitors. In the first leg, Angola made 5 changes. Is the referee booking her? Well, we'll get the confirmation as we progress. So Makawa, the 28-year-old, goes into the referee's book. According to the referee, that was time wasting. Is she going to flash the card, or she will change her mind? Or she'll be kind enough to flash the card. Free kick to the show member. Can't understand that action by the player from Angola. The AFCON came into inception in 1991. Confirmation of that booking. Oh, she would try her luck the last, but on that occasion, good goalkeeping from O'Kelia. beginning to enjoy some possession, the visitors here, but they're giving it away easily as well. Chitundu will punish. Kundananji will find Banda. Banda will find Kundananji. Kundananji will make a mistake, and a sigh of relief will hit Angola. This is Banda, who scored a goal that now invites a fresh conversation. Which goal deserves to be the goal for the qualifiers? Banda was looking for Kundananji on that occasion, but the pass was not well executed. Quite a period in the history of women's football in the country. Chitundu to whip in this corner to fight Kundananji. Rising high but not making the appropriate contact.
A beautiful and well taken corner kick, but a deflected header from Kundananji, solemnly denying her a second this evening. But surely there was a bit of some energy in taking that one up. But the Copa Queens seemingly doing well for themselves tonight.
We're gathering that Angola are about to make another change. So search for some consolation. Tembo will find Chitundu. Two players to deal with. Deals with one. Wins, in fact, gives away a goal kick to the visitors here. Africa must be very worried with the fact that the Copa Queens will once again be at the Nations Cup. This time around, we are gathering with the two stars in the squad. What do you make of this change? Sambo
we do have Paulina Sambo
for Evaristo.
And Evaristo, Teresa Evaristo, coming through. Perhaps this time around they're trying to be cautious in the defense, not trying to lose a lot. They've already lost so much, but the change made is to try and hold on to the ball more and see if they can not give the Copa Queens the leeway to make a dummy of them as they've done in the minutes that the game has been played so far. But we do have another player down, and that was Susan Banda with Simao. That challenge, but perhaps it could be some fatigue lingering. It's not the first time that she's gone down in this game. This should be the fifth that she's trying to seek medical attention. Perhaps it does call for a reminder to coach Sosa Garcia that she is among those needing rest.
Well, Zambia about to make a change. Going to be Misozi Zulu to come in. She also came in the latter part of the first leg encounter. She is about to make her way here, and her contribution in this one-way traffic encounter. You're joining us and wondering why I'm saying that? Look at this score sheet. Tells the full story, to be honest. Dolo has turned up at the Levi Monaso Stadium to cheer the Copa Queens. Chichumbi unable to find that one. It to be a throw in to Angola, and the change comes in now. So Zulu will come in for Everin Katongo. What do you make of this change?
A midfielder for another is obviously the best option or the best way to go. These changes that Bruce Mwape has made line for line, it's not the first time that he's substituting the midfielder for a midfielder. We saw the same case when Racho Nachula left, and we also saw the same case when Irene Lungu was given leeway as well. So it is changes that have been made from a place of informativeness. He is looking to maintain the same momentum, but with a different sphere of legs and energy.
Nanji unable to beat her mark on that occasion, but does a very, very good job in securing this throw-in for the home side to invite Tembo, who will whip in or attempt to whip in across into the penalty area. Chitundu wins the ball. Misosi's first touch. The distribution to Chitundu, who will lay it down for Zambia to venture forward in the penalty area. Banda decides to recycle that attack. Tembo will look for Banda. Chitundu makes it 4. Dollar reacts. Dollar appreciates, because one of their own has walked the stage. She's jumped on it, and being the star she is, she has performed. This is ridiculous. This is insane what the Copper Queens are doing.
From Martha Tembo into the 18-yard, and Abel Chitundu made no mistake to step up right into the top corner, getting past Mukalia, who has been left perplexed more often than she should have been standing. But this has been the plan from the onset, and the Copper Queens lead 4-0, taking their aggregate to 10-0. What a way to book a place, so to say, into the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. They are not leaving anything to chance this side, and they have stepped up again. But this time around, it is Chitundu signing on the score sheet.
Kundananji is in the penalty area. Kundananji finds Banda, who fails to bring that ball under her spell. And Angola survive. Survive with fifth, the mustard. In the 72nd minute, in the first leg, Angola were down by 5-0. Misozi. Goal scorer Chitundu. She won public acclaim after showcasing at the previous WAFCON, where she was extremely creative. Came in handy when Zambia were in need of the creativity in the middle of the park. Hear this place, folks. Hear this place. Cacophonic, leaving one of us a noise. Angola trying to salvage at least a consolation here. The danger is that the more they attack, the more they put themselves under pressure, and the more they open up. There comes the first corner for Angola in these two-legged affair here. It had to come in the 73rd minute of the second leg, the first corner for Angola.
Susan Banda with an obstruction on Makua and Hayes. Musole will have to be busy here, but it was coming, wasn't it, Brian? At least they've got something to say they did attain when they visited Zambia, to be precise, the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium.
The only kindness that the Copper Queens have unveiled to their visitors here is allow them to enjoy one corner. So far, at least. Kundananji the ball. Wasn't mindful that there was a player behind her. The experienced Misozi on the ball now. Free kick to the visitors here. Zambia lead Angola by 4 goals to 0 here at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. Martha Tembo. Will start this attack. Banda will invite Kundananji Chitundu. Will impose authority and invite the skip of the side. This could be the moment for 5. Oh! Esther Banda makes it 5. This is heartless from the Copper Queens. How many times shall they celebrate? How many times?
It's the ease with which Barbara Banda was stepping up to take that particular one. No mistake made. Esther Banda receiving it. Look at how composed she was with that precision, an ounce of knowledge, and Esther Banda stepping up to make it 5 tonight and 11-0 on aggregate. The Copper Queens are here to have the time of their lives and give us the time of our lives. But this time around, it is a shared cake, with everybody scoring, from midfielders to defensive midfielders and defenders alike. The strikers also in this particular party. It has been a good game played, and they have done it in unison.
Well, listen, everyone is scoring now on the pitch. Put Bruce Mwape in this game, he will score as well. Angola about to make a change. Tembo on the ball. Tembo is venturing forward, looking for Chitundu, but the pass was rather heavy from Tembo. The left back who really does tickle your fancy if you're looking for a modern fullback who will venture forward and track back to offer numbers in defense. Maria Mponda comes in for Rosa Jamba. Victoria Fernando will also join the fray. In fact, join the humiliation that Angola have suffered here as Matondo Matuvova, the 21-year-old defender, makes way for Luciano Alberto. The coach of Angola, the male figure, will be very, very disappointed. There he is on the right-hand side of your screen. He knew that it would be a very tough encounter. He never saw his side suffering to this extent. Banda's on the ball. She will showcase, but give away possession and reclaim it. One Banda to the other Banda. This is Zulu to Tembo. Tembo finds Chitundu. His first touch was not the best. Banda will recycle. Banda will give away a throw into the visitors here. Into the last 10 minutes of what has been a one-way traffic encounter. Musole. Zulu. Banda. Tries the skip of the side to Patek. Two Bandas interchanging passes in the midfield. Banda will call for the ball. Banda will receive the ball and showcase. There's Tembo. That is Zulu. To another Zulu. Training session for Ghana. Zulu is not happy with that challenge, but the referee does not appeal and gives the free kick. This is Zulu on the ball now. For Kundananji. It was an infringement again at the expense of the visitors. Condemned to the abyss of despondency. Angola. Banda unleashes. Okalia denies her a second for the evening. Chitundu. We've seen a cross. There's no one to receive that cross by Chitundu in the penalty area. .48 goals for Banda in 49 games. Throw into the visitors. Kundananji, who signed for the Spanish Giants in August in 2022, last year to be precise, so to speak, if you like. The first professional club was Indeni Roses in 2018, if memory serves, where she scored 21 matches in 18 games. She helped the team win the championship. There she is, Kundananji. Peter Maka is brought down.
Lando and Kundananji, she knew something had to be done. A desperate moment that called for a desperate measure. And landing on the ground was the striker, and she does win the team. Another free kick in a promising area, perhaps. This might turn into something tangible, looking to make it 6. The Copper Queens here not leaving anything to chance. A massacre has already been done, but perhaps they want to bury their opponents tonight.
Banda with this at pace. We're gathering she's about to be rested. Every time the ball goes in the 6 yards area, it's almost tempted to fire. It's going to end up in the back of the net. Barbara Banda, always inspirational to this Copper Queens team.
Lucalia came off to save that particular threat, but Banda knows no rest. She's at it again.
Trying to beat the 2 players she had for company, but she fails to do so, the former boxer. She did start boxing at the age of 14. First, of course, as an amateur, and then after never losing, and other amateurs were refusing to fight her, she turned professional. She competed in 5 professional bouts and won all before opting to focus on football. Banda. This is Kundananji. Kundananji should have simply opted for Chitundu because there was some traffic that was draping around her. Angola just can't deal with this high-octane Copper Queens. Kundananji to make it 6 for Zambia. Kundananji beats Amaka. Kundananji scores! This team is in love with 6. Kundananji scores her 26th goal in 36 matches. Cut the rug. Well deserved.
Esther Banda with that cross to Kundananji. A tip turn, dummy, and curled in perfectly to make it 6 and 12-0 on aggregate. With ease, the Spanish Madrid CFF striker to make her 2nd for the night. She knew it was coming, and it was with the easiness that she did understand and orchestrate that particular task. But the Copper Queens have annihilated and orchestrated a massacre against Angola. 6-0 was the score in the first leg. 6-0 it is in the second leg. And Zambia lead on aggregate 12-0.
Time to make the change for coach Mwape. Kundananji will now finish the job as the skipper of the side. Banda will make way to allow Helen Chanda to come and join the action here. 2 goals shy of making history. The Copper Queens survived at the WAFCON without Banda. They surely can survive when they're 6-0 up. The class of the Copper Queens is in kgs. It's too heavy for Angola to bear. Zulu can join teammates of the score sheet, but Kelia does a very fantastic job on that occasion. The fans have turned up, and she will appreciate the numbers that have turned up to accompany the team as it marches on to the Women's Nations Cup.
That's how it happened. Misozi Zulu had barely an effect, but it was the landing of Nukalia that perhaps was sort of an effect to the goalkeeper. She has suffered through the hands of the Copa Queens from the first to the second leg. Taking a bow is something that will come naturally, perhaps. She steamed out, and what would you expect? It was war on the Copa Queens. Didn't take it on a look for a joke. They have indeed silenced by all means the Angolan side. But a bit of hope as she stretches out there, and to continue with only 4 minutes left to play before this game comes to an end. 5 minutes of addition time, a minute already played.
They will surely curse the day that they were put in the same space with the Copa Queens when it comes to fighting for a slot at the next edition of the WAFCON. They're having a devil of a time here at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. The youthful coach, in fact, that's one of the assistant coaches, beg your pardon for that mix-up. Five minutes at a time we shall play here.
Martha Tembo and Simao eventually brought down. A little bit of some holding and jittering there, but Tembo knows that a perfect job started must be finished in a synonymous way.
Well, don't have the numbers to make that attack worthwhile. But the Tembo has been yellow carded. The ever busy fullback of the Copa Queens. It's time for the visitors to do some inventory, but you just wonder where they will start from, because they've been very vulnerable every time they are attacked. This two-legged contest and result that has come from these two matches, the worst in the history of women's football in Angola. The worst result the women's team in Angola has recorded in their history, the history of their football. This is Banda. This is Kundananji. This is Zulu. Whips in a cross. Chitundu was arriving at the far post, but unable to make the right contact.
Misozi Zulu's cross. Chitundu the target, but perhaps it was too high for a bare minimum height. And Angola will survive another scare that could have led to a 7-0 scoreline, but perhaps 6 was what was written and sealed by fate, but still it is enough to usher Zambia through to the Morocco Women's Africa Cup of Nations showbiz.
Morocco will host the tournament for the second time. This victory and the one that Zambia acquired last week, enough nourishment for the team's hunger for qualification. The coach doesn't know where to touch. At least he knows where to point. But Garcia didn't go very far in his playing career, only went as far as the under 20 level. The under 20 level of his team, Petro de Rwanda, the youth team. That's the team also he beg your pardon, he did coach. They played for Petro de Rwanda up to 2009 when he retired as a player to get into coaching. And when a throw in, the referee says enough is enough. Your impression, Chancellor?
What a way to qualify to the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. The Copa Queens have done it in a resounding way with a 6-0 scoreline in the second leg, taking their total aggregate to 12-0. Bruce Mwabe and the Copa Queens are headed straight to Morocco in an emphatic style. What a way to start their campaign as we look to a new year that will bring good football, not just for the men that qualified, as well as the women that have managed to attain the same feat. Something good coming through from Zambian football. The men qualified at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. The women have done the same at the same venue. What an achievement it has been for the Copa Queens. What a game they have entertained and played, to the delight of the people here, as well as the many Zambians watching from their different spheres and venues.
After all this, what would the commentator say? It was majestic, it was pro-max, it was female. Stellar performance by the team that connects with the very fiber of fine finesse. The team that insinuates itself as right owners of class. Full-time score, Zambia 6, Angola 0.